Hey guys, KIckassreaction here, and today we are hitting the breaking point. Today we are doing episode 23 beta of Steins. So, some of you might know that I reacted to Steins during 2020, you know. It was in June and July that I did it. It might have bled into August as well, but I don't actually remember. But I started doing Steins. And when I did Steins, I did the 25 episodes, 24 on an OVA, and I also did Load Region of Deja Vu. That was all I did. Because at the time, I was busy, I was changing my rooms, and I didn't want to go into Zero right away. Now we are back. Now we are at a point in time where it might be the time. You know what I mean? So, for those who might not know what this is, might know this episode existed, might not know what Zero is in general, what we're reacting to today is known as 23 beta. And what it is a redoing of the 23rd episode of Steins, the one where he fails to save Kurisu the first time around, and when he gets the D-mail from his future self telling him how to save Kurisu. This is that episode redone. And so what it basically is the split between Steins and Steins 0. So the ending at the very least is not going to be the same. The ending is not going to be Okabe getting his previous message and, you know, knowing how to save Kurisu. That's not going to happen. I don't know for sure what is going to happen in this episode, because what I do know is that this episode is exactly the same as 23 up until the change happens. I don't know what the change is. I don't know when the change is in the episode, but I do know that the change happens. And before that point, we're just basically watching an episode. So, you know, I could just go on about theories. I've had many theories for what Steins 0 could be and what it splits off into, but I might save a lot of that for the next one. I might save, you know, most of my talks for when we're actually going into it, rather than what the divergence is to get to it, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, but there are obviously a lot of things to theorize. Obviously, Suzuha, you know, did mention that if they fuck this up, which they probably will, she's stuck in this timeline. And as we do know from Steins, they don't really want to get rid of Suzuha. But the big thing is that they don't want to get rid of, you know, you can't have a Steins series about Kurisu either. So it's kind of like, you know, do we find a way to get both Suzuha and Kurisu into the story? Because it's like, you know, if we do something, this Kurisu, or not, sorry, this, you know, you would assume that this Suzuha disappears. You know. There's also the fact that in the original 23, we still had another time jump. You know, Okabe only tried once to save Kurisu, and that was it. He did not actually, you know, do his third one in episode 23. That was episode 24. So, assuming they copy a lot of this episode, then it would be that, you know, you'd be waiting to get to that point. So we could still have another time leap by the next episode. But I don't know, you know. I really don't know. As we do know, it could be the idea that he saves Kurisu, but he doesn't get the time travel thesis that Kurisu made, and you know, Dr. Nakabachi ends up taking that to, you know, to, I think it was Russia. And then the World War III line happens, because this is what we're doing. This is why Suzuha wants to save Kurisu. It's to prevent World War III. And if we don't save Kurisu, or rather, if we don't stop the thesis, because that's arguably more important, then everyone starts their time travel pissing contest, and so everyone starts to trying to make a time machine quicker than everyone else, and that's how this world line basically gets fucked. I think we're on the what are we on? I forget what... There's the beta and the alpha world lines. I forget what one this is. I think it's the alpha world line. Or attractor field, sorry. But, I don't know for sure. But yeah, I really don't know. I've gone over theories, I've gone over a lot of stuff with my friend Flaming Shark. I don't fucking know what they're gonna do. I really don't know what the hell this episode is gonna be, you know? I know a lot of what this episode's gonna be, but I don't know how we're doing the split from Steins Gate to where, you know, that happened to where this one. Because that's also the thing, is the Okabe, you know, a lot of stuff was set in stone during episode 1. Like, Okabe did receive his D-mail, you know, in episode 1. It was the fact that he failed to save Kurasuge and unlocked it this time. Which, of course, brings in the idea that they do save Kurasuge, and the thesis is what gets, you know, is what isn't destroyed. Because Okabe, in 23, was not focused on that at all. He was just focused solely on Kurasuge. He never stopped Mayuri from getting the Metal Wumpa, and as a result, you know, Dakanaka Jibachi somehow got it. And that could be, you know, that could be it. He saves Kurasuge. I don't know, again, I don't know when the split in 23 and 23 beta happens, so it could be that it's not just the ending that changes, but also how Okabe goes about his methods. I don't know. I generally don't, but we do know one thing, though, is that in the original timeline, it was Ho and Kyoma that had to save Kurasuge, not Okabe. Okabe couldn't do it. And so what this series is probably going to be is going to be Okabe depressed as fuck, probably because he didn't save Kurasuge, and Steins Gate Zero is a story of trying to get Okabe back to his former self and reignite the candle in trying to save Kurasuge, you know, either because the world becomes so fucking destroyed, like Suzuha put it lightly on what she meant by World War III and the conditions they were in, that, you know, he realizes he has to do this because enough is enough, and his own other people aside from Kurasuge are dying, or just Okabe is Okabe and ends up breaking himself out of it somehow anyway. And obviously Okabe knew the exact words he would need to actually save, you know, the current Okabe that we're following. And so, you know, that could be it. It could be a story for Okabe. I genuinely don't know. And I don't want to spend too long theorizing every fucking detail I've ever thought for Steins Gate Zero, because there has been a lot. So guys, you know, I think without further ado, we just need to go into it. You know, we just need to stop asking ourselves what is going to happen, because we can save that for the actual Zero series itself, and we can just spend this moment getting to that that series. So guys, without further ado, Steins Gate episode 23 beta will commence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play. Suzuha is still here. A lot of her stuff happened in 22.
Seriously? World War III?
Let me put it into perspective for you. That's upwards of 5.7 billion human lives snuffed out by the year 2036.
That is a big
And it all
oof.
starts with this. But what is this?
Totally a mech. Please tell me
No.
it transforms.
It's a time machine.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if
You're
the other
familiar
one
with
he
it.
made would turn into
That's
a
good,
fucking
Uncle.
mecha.
Very good. I can get to the point. We're gonna run interference.
No, I refuse.
I refuse.
Yep.
Ocarine?
I've been jumping from world line to world line for weeks. I've run interference so many times I'm barely myself anymore. The only way I was able to land back onto this world line was by allowing Kurasuge to die. And now you're asking me to go another round?
Yeah, you're asking a
I
lot there.
refuse.
But it doesn't mean every
What are you
death is
talking
necessarily stuck.
Kurisu?
Ferris's father was able to
you
be
mean the
saved.
scientist chick who got like stabbed
The fact
or
that she
whatever at
did
the
die
radio
doesn't
building the
mean
other
she's
day?
stuck. As we did learn from Steins Gate.
Rintaro, hear me out. What if I told you the circumstances of her death on the afternoon of July 28th, 2010 played directly into what kicked off the war?
This is going to be so
the
much
reason
worse
I'm here is to see to it that she
that he knows of the
survives.
Steins Gate world line and that he fails
I'm listening.
and messes it up.
I don't have a clue how
Somehow.
it all dovetails. All I know is I've been entrusted with an important mission. Rescue Makise Kurisu and shift things to a world line beyond the divergence barrier, free of the attractor field.
A little place we call Steins Gate. Boom. And we're going to have what I think is, the second It's the last time this intro's going to be on the channel, and it's not even the correct one. Or it is, it's the second one, for 23B specifically. Or 23, sorry. Yep. Really, it's just the second verse of the whole theme. I would like more Ferris. I didn't think we got enough Ferris in the original. But I know that more characters get introduced into Steins Gate 0, so who knows. Hopefully more lab members even. Oh boy, baby! God. I've really got to play the game at some point. I very well might let's play both Steins Gate and Steins Gate 0 on the channel. At some point. Way in the future though, because at the minute I don't have the software. I need a new computer badly. Yep, this is the change. Everyone in this shop. Endless Kurisus. Next time will be a new intro. I think there's 2 in 0. That's the wrong Suzuha there, baby. Divide by 0. Good lord.
I don't believe it.
You actually hatched this plan yourself. By that I mean you will.
Yeah.
With Dad.
Or at least you won't.
Though you're the
if this
first to admit
works.
it's pure conjecture. Push comes to shove, it's possible this is all wishful thinking. Even if a Steins Gate world line exists, the odds of us reaching one are slim to none. Odds be damned though, I'm all in. As you always like to remind us, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? If a future without World War III is worth the risk to you, take my hand.
Yes, but that, as always, is not the main goal. He wants Kurisu back and that's that.
Okay, to be honest, I don't think I understood very much of what just got said, but...
Ever the innocent
This
one,
friend of
Mayushi.
yours? This Makise Kurisu? Sounds to me like she's worth taking a chance, right?
Yeah.
I say you should go for it.
Face it, Chief, it's your cup of tea.
Honestly, she
All
sounds a
this
little
World
different,
War III
Mayuri.
stuff seems, well, no offense, you understand, but tailor-made for your special brand of crazy.
I do this for her, no one else.
Yep.
Got it?
Do whatever you want, man. Well, I think that was different.
Whatever gets you there.
I remember that flash shot.
Climb aboard.
It can actually carry 2?
Well, yeah. Like this puppy's inventor would have skimped on installing a back seat.
Oh man, the original one wasn't good at all.
Be careful.
Couldn't even go fucking forward in
Leave
time.
your cell phone here. We'd all be screwed 5 ways from Tuesday if it cross signals with the one your past
Okay, that
self
was
will be
one of my
carrying.
theories, was that he took
Watch
it
it
back
for me?
with him and that was what fucked up the D-mail. But I guess not.
Good luck, guys.
Yep, so it's still
Nice,
with
setup you got.
Mayushi.
Thanks. Works like a charm. I've already stopped off at 1975 and 2000.
It's
She's
incredibly
running low on
crafted
fuel,
here
though.
though, fucking hell.
That's the thing. You've got to watch the indicators like a hawk.
Wait, so we can not only go backward in time, but forward?
I should hope so. What in the hell'd be the point if we couldn't?
I see.
I mean, a time machine that can go back is still incredible.
Have a seat. I'm setting coordinates for the day of just shy of 12 o'clock. I don't dare go back any further because I can't change our position. If we stir up trouble at the radio building, it might throw Kurisu's movements out of whack.
Isn't that a good thing though? Because then she won't be...
We're about to pull an ungodly amount of
She'll
G's
move
here, so you
away
might
from
want
where
to
she got
prepare yourself.
murdered. See you in a minute.
Ocarine.
Hopefully anyway, because last time someone said that it didn't
Go
go
with the
too well.
territory. Little beads of time. Kind of pretty, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Come on!
Sorry, I just need to let my stomach settle.
Fuck's sake.
Somebody's a wuss. Hurry it up!
I mean, he's never done actual time travel before. Give the man a
Okay,
break.
critical point. Avoid running into your past self at all costs. We could have a major paradox on our hands otherwise. How long do you think this will take?
Well, maybe 20 minutes, give or take?
All right, I'm gonna stay here and prep the time machine for our return trip, and you do what you can to save Makise.
Yep.
Wish me luck.
Oh, I wish you
July
nothing
28th.
but luck. Especially since I don't know what the fuck's gonna actually happen this time.
Blood. Mayuri and I had come to see Dr. Nakabachi's lecture and were waiting for it to start when we heard a sound on the roof.
Yep, avoid Mayuri.
That's right. This must be when Mayuri heads to the vending machines on the 7th floor. Is anything not an emergency?
Yep,
I'm
okay, so
sorry.
the
I know
Yoompa...
sometimes it's not, but this one
Yep, the
counts for
Yoompa's still a
sure.
thing.
Play it safe. I'll take the far stairs
You
back to
failed
right.
that mission again.
I don't believe it. I'm at a Loompa.
And that's good.
You bet it is.
Should be safe now.
Yep, and there is the waifu.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The queen, the goddess,
Kurisu.
the Makise Kurisu.
Have we met before?
No,
Many times.
this is too much.
I don't think I know you, do I?
Kurisu.
I don't know
Look,
what the
whoever-
fuck he was doing here. Yeah, Jesus, Okabe.
What is your trauma? Don't rush to help me or anything.
I just...
Yeah, that...
You see...
You would think he's a fucking lunatic
Your
at that
attention,
point.
please. Dr. Nakabachi's conference is about to begin on the 8th floor lecture hall. All who are interested are welcome.
At least finish a sentence.
Nope.
Printed on the handouts there in front
Okay.
of you is more or less the hard blueprint for
Oh,
one
we're
of
seeing
mankind's
this.
oldest ambitions. Of course, the
We're
theoretical
actually
scaffolding
seeing
begs
this.
some explanation.
Oh,
As I'm
this is
sure
the
you're aware,
change.
mainstream science currently
In the brief I was given, they said you'd be able to pick her out instantly.
Or at least
Is
a
that
brief
true?
change that was.
Yeah.
Right. Bear in mind, though, it's probably a bad idea to take her off-site. We don't know who kills her or why. And in the event that her death is a fixed point on the timeline, we don't want things getting more complicated.
I learned that the hard way with Mayuri.
Yeah, I definitely don't think we saw
save
that
your
part.
questions until
I have none, sir. I throw down the gauntlet as to your theory's authorship. Do you take us all for babes in the wilderness? Please, world lines, curve black.
Any moment now, this is where she'll end up.
Crazy, but it was right.
What on earth am I gonna do? Wait, what if she's killed somewhere else and dragged here? Damn it, I hadn't thought of that.
There was no trails of blood, though, on the floor, so that's not the case at all. I'm sure you would have remembered trails.
There she is.
Yep.
This is where it happens. What is that she's reading? Time machines? Is that why so much is writing on this?
Precisely, Mr. Rintoa.
Stupid kids. What in the hell do you want?
Look, please. I just want you to read this. Okay, Dad?
Yep,
Dad?
yep. You really pissed off her father.
Nakabachi's her dad?
Look, I'm just trying to bury the hatchet. It's been years. Too damn long. I want you in my life again.
Can only imagine how he reacted if he
Don't
saw
tell me
you
her
were dating
father's
his
the one.
daughter.
As you like to say, and well, I'm now convinced that you were right all along. I wanted your opinion on the theory. If this paper gets accepted, you can lord it over all the stuffed shirts who laughed you out of the academy.
I did not get left out. I turned my back on their politics to pursue my researches unfettered.
Yeah, sure thing, mate. You did not suck dick at everything you did.
This isn't half bad.
Wasn't
Really? Because I was thinking maybe if you were okay with
You
the
raised a
idea,
child
we could
that's
publish
like
it under
twice
both
as
of our
smart as
names.
you.
I mean, after all, you're the one who inspired me to
Don't
write
be
it.
ridiculous. Go home.
What?
If this paper sees the light of day, it'll do so under my name.
Excuse me? That's called stealing. I knew you could be cruel, but I never thought you'd stoop.
Shut up!
Yep. Alright, all of this
Dare
still
call
the
me a
same.
thief?
There's a screwdriver there.
Bitch! What makes you think you're so much better than me? A daughter's got no goddamn right to outshine her father. Every second you're out there whoring to make a name for yourself,
Jesus
you trample my
Christ.
reputation as a genius of the age.
Yeah, just fuck this guy up, Okabe. Come on. Everything again, so far, is the same.
You were my heckler, weren't you? I see. You were in cahoots to make nattering old Nakabachi shit the bed during what should have been his moment of glory. Well, you succeeded. But success comes at a price.
Yep.
Dad, no!
Stand your ground.
Let's see what you
Protect
do.
her.
Is it the same?
Where's your heckling now?
It's really going to be the ending
Come
that's
on,
different, isn't
hear
it?
it.
The whole episode's going to be the same aside from the ending.
Son of a bitch!
Dad, this is crazy. Please stop.
So I'm crazy? I'll show you crazy! Look out!
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
You're an idiot! A
Yeah.
DNA fluke!
The thesis
You're not
is
as
so
smart as
going
me.
over to the
My name
to
belongs in the
Russia.
annals of history! You're nothing!
Daddy, please.
If it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't
Good
be the
Lord.
academic laughingstock I am now!
Yep. 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 Fuck.
Oh god!
I guess that does make sense, because Okabe from the future even said he remembered that happening. That she died
Oh my
in his
God.
arms in the message.
Look at that. Poetic justice all around, I'd say.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yep, so again, everything is the same. Nothing's changed.
I didn't mean to drag you into this. I just wanted him to acknowledge me.
Fucking cunt.
I'm so scared. I don't want to die.
We still have one loop left. One
Was
chance. But what the fuck is it going to be
Was
used
it
for?
supposed?
We don't have the time, do we?
No.
Okay, we've got a little while.
Please, no.
Yep. So once again,
they're
he's
already
coming back. So nothing changed in terms of how he gets the D-mail. He can still get it just
Dude,
fine.
what the hell happened to you?
What the fuck?
He's gonna be alright. It's just a little bit complicated.
I'm responsible for her death. I did it. I'm the one to blame. Her blood is on my hands. I'm responsible for her death.
I think I feel like some of that dialogue was
I'm
different.
responsible for her death. I'm responsible.
Ocarine! Walk it off. Look, I know you're in shock, but you've got to pick yourself up. We've got enough fuel for one more trip, and now we know how things play out.
Shut up!
Damn.
I won't do it. I won't put myself through that again. The attractor field convergence will cause Kurasu's death no matter what I do. I can't. It's all... Oh, my fault.
The
Yeah.
lives of 5.7 billion people are at stake here. If you save Makise Kurisu, you save every one of them.
I can't do it.
He's just
That
stuck.
is not
Yep.
true. You can at least try more than once.
Yeah, this dialogue is all different.
Are you mad? I tried dozens of times, no, double, triple that, and
Yep.
every time I failed.
Yep.
I know how cruel time can be. You may not think that's true, but believe me, I do. We like to
Even the
imagine we
camera
can bend
angle's
it to
different.
suit us. Really,
But what?
really,
Just can't. Fucked.
this was bound to happen. It was stupid of me to play along. I'm sorry, but
I'm
I'm just done. Let time have its way.
No! If I have to slap some sense into you, I'll be happy to. Stop it!
Oh! He... Damn!
It isn't fair for you to force him like this.
Oh shit. Mayuri never slapped him. She just left him.
But at this rate, we won't be able
Like
to change
that.
the future.
Like that. Oh. I didn't think
And
Mayuri
why?
would be the change.
Why does Ocarine have to carry the weight of the future all by himself?
Yeah, really.
It's too much for him. Because Uncle Ocarine has an ability that lets him observe and remember the world lines. But Ocarine never asked for that responsibility. Look what it's done to him. If he tries
Broken
again,
him.
he's only going to end up hurt more.
Show him
Besides,
the email.
it's probably impossible for one person to change the future anyway.
You do it then, Susa.
I'm sorry. Kurisu.
Jesus Christ. Oh, good lord. He's gone
Hey, you
fucking
alright?
mad. Oh, Ocarine. Oh, Ocarine. That is... I did not think my Yuri would be, like, the change in this. She didn't slap him out of it. Sometimes all you need is a good
You don't have to push
snack.
yourself so hard anymore. And it's okay to cry. Really. Because I'm here. I've got you.
What the fuck? What the fuck? It just ends at that? I mean, it doesn't end. We got a good amount of time left, but what the fuck? More, please.
Okabe. Geez, seriously, you're nothing but trouble, you know that?
It's Kurasu's voice.
Give it here. I keep a sewing kit on me. I can get it
Yep.
fixed up for you in a jiff.
Jesus Christ,
As
this
you've probably
fucking...
noticed, it's kind of dark in here, so don't expect needle work for
crap.
Athena. Okabe. I'd say what color thread I'm using, except I can't even tell.
Honestly, he looks like a fucking corpse right
Okabe?
there.
Trouble, you know that? Give it here. I keep a sewing kit on me. I can get it fixed up for you in a jiff.
Over and over and
As you've
over.
probably noticed, it's kind of dark in here, so don't expect needle work for Athena. I'd say what color thread I'm using, except I can't even tell. Okabe, geez, seriously.
Yep, he's already taken the microwave apart.
Give it here. I keep a sewing kit on me. I can get it fixed up for you in a jiff.
That is so much worse. And see,
Dark in here, so
he
don't expect needle work for
he came to peace with it and then learned he was the one that killed her.
Give it here. I keep a sewing kit on me. I can get it fixed up for you in a jiff. As you've probably noticed, it's kind of dark in here, so don't expect needle work for Athena.
Come on.
I'd say what color thread I'm using, except I can't even tell.
Damn.
The cicadas have all gone away.
It's been a while since I've been to this park.
Yeah. It sounds to me like you've been super
Whoa!
busy ever since summer break ended.
Actually, the other day I went on my first group date.
Holy
You
shit,
did?
he doesn't even wear the lab coat.
Ah, speak of the devil. Hey, what's up?
Fuck.
Yeah? Tomorrow? Sure, maybe. Let me guess. You need a guy to even out the numbers, right?
What the fuck? What the hell? So,
Whatever.
what happened
I'll
to the
be
time machine? It's still on the roof,
See you.
isn't it?
Turns out college life is busier than I expected.
He's going to college. Oh, wow.
It's been too long. But seeing Ocarine again
I mean, this is kind of...
makes me feel so happy.
This is pretty bittersweet for him. He got my Yuri back, but... obviously Kurisu. Nakabachi's paper ignored by... Wait, the fuck? Ignored by Academy? What? Why?
Hey! Wait up!
Why? Why
Will
was
you
it
stop in the
ignored?
lab sometime? You haven't been by in forever, and it's been so quiet without you.
I thought he lived there.
Yeah, I will.
That's a promise, okay?
I
Sure.
thought he lived in
See
that
you
place.
Yep.
What the fuck is he now? And we are back to continue on with this episode. Yeah, that fucking sucked, but can't go back and change the past, right? So, whatever. Don't go getting annoyed by shit you can't change, I guess. I did go back a little bit, yeah. Nakabachi's paper ignored by Academia. What the fuck?
Hey! Wait up!
I still don't get that.
Will you stop in the lab sometime? You haven't been by in forever, and it's been so quiet
God,
without
he looks
you.
so weird without the fucking lab coat, but Hoen Kyoma had been put on retirement.
Yeah, I will.
So I guess
That's a promise.
Sona
okay?
isn't needed anymore.
Sure. See you around.
Yep.
Mayuri is fine.
Yep.
Still alive. The
She
city
won't be dying again.
remains. And me?
What did you do?
Nothing
What
has
did
changed.
Suza do with the time machine then? Oh wow. Oh wow, and there's actually changes to the outro. Good lord. Wait, who is this? Is that Mayuri? There's actually kind of little changes to the outros. That's pretty cool. I say little, that shit wasn't little, but yeah. Well then, honestly speaking, not a lot to say about the episode as a whole, because a lot of it was just reiterated. This is like one level above a flashback episode. But hey, I think this is the last time we'll be hearing this outro, so why not, right? Dare to stop any of a Steins Gate episode. Oh. Butterfly. Oh, miscellaneous. And of course, the beauty who unfortunately Okabe gave up on saving. Oh wow, damn, look at that, that's pretty cool. Wait, whoa!
Nice to meet you. I'm Makase Kurisu.
After credit scene!
It's a pleasure.
Kurisu. Kurisu. Kurisu.
Wait, what?
Kurisu.
What the fuck?
Kurisu. Kurisu. Is this how fate intends our paths to converge?
Wait, what?
Well, Hoen Kyoma. After everything that's happened, the horrors I've gone through, I have to do it after all.
Wait,
El Sai Kongro.
what? Wait, what the fuck? What was that? What was that about? So... Huh. Jesus Christ, fucking thunderstorm out there. Which is probably inappropriate a setting as any for a Steins Gate episode, but... Whew. Interesting. So Kurisu was on the screen. In a lab coat. What the fuck was that about? And yeah, he mentioned Hoen. Is he still gonna... Okay, there are some things about that episode that are a little confusing. I mean, like... For one, you know... There was no mention at all of the D-mail, you know. That is something that this episode can't erase, because that is something that happened in episode 1 of the series, you know. He did get an email, or, you know, a message from himself that was never mentioned, you know, after that point, and episode 23 confirmed that. This time around, Suzuha never mentions that. Never mentions that he has to go back once and fail. They just kind of give up. So, was this Suzuha not told about that? Was she not told how significant that fucking email was? And also, yeah, like, we had a clear time skip there, so what happened to the time machine? Like, we have to imagine that Suzuha is still here on this timeline, and people on the radio building are not just going to let that fucking piece of machinery just stand there. It's like, what the fuck happened? You know what I mean? They couldn't move it in Steins Gate because it was literally embedded into the fucking wall. So, like, yeah, that's kind of weird as well. So, yeah. So, the big kind of thing is that, yeah, Mayuri did not push herself in that episode, you know. I was expecting, like, him to do something slightly different in the past, and that's what would have kind of, like, fucked up everything. Though realistically, yeah, they didn't actually do anything that could not have been done in the original 23, you know, like, again, the D-mail should still theoretically be there. It's just that, you know, he was not woken up, kind of, as you could say. Like, Mayuri did not encourage him to go back again and was broken after seeing him broken. No, she was just... And that was, to be fair, one of Mayuri's most shocking moment, period, of the original Steins Gate, was the fact that, you know, she slapped him out of that shit. She did not hold back and being how brutal as she was. And this time, it acted a little more like how you would expect Mayuri to react. And that's kind of like how this resulted in happening. But no, so interesting. So we had a time skip, of course. Okabe is legit just saying, fuck it. You know, if the time machine... You know, Suzu did say we can't move the time machine, so assumingly it's still up there, and it still has one charge in it. The one charge should still be there, theoretically. I guess two, since, you know, backwards and forwards, but, like, yeah, that basically counts as one full round, I guess, but, yeah, that is very interesting. So I don't know what's going on with Suzu, you know, I don't know about that. So I suspect that, yeah, the new characters in Steins Gate Zero are going to be the friends that Okabe's made. And it seems like he legit made some friends now that he's given up his whole Hoenn Kiona persona and he's just straightly being Okabe Rintoul, you know, getting rid of every kind of, you know, part of that character. The lab coat is all gone, the mad scientist gimmick is gone, you know. He's still probably going to college to pursue science because that is a passion of his, but obviously the persona that he puts on to hide, you know, his own insecurities as well as to, you know, make Mayuri happy, that's just gone. He cannot will himself to do that anymore because Hoenn Kiona is what put himself in this mess in the first place, and he wouldn't dare to consider on his own that Hoenn Kiona is how he gets out of it, you know? So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, the big thing about that one was obviously the ending. Like, what the fuck was that about, you know? Like, Kurisu was just on a screen. And yeah, so I guess maybe, like, yeah, like I said, because like summer's over now, summer break, we should be in what? I don't know summer times in Japan, but September maybe, October, I don't know, but we're in that time frame now, so we're kind of in, you know, we're going into the winter time for the series, which is going to be interesting. So winter clothing and all that shit, and I guess Kurisu was a little different in this timeline compared to, or the alpha field compared to the beta one, whereas there's just recordings of her on the screen. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? I have no idea what that was. In the end, made it sound like Okabe's doing it. You know, it sounded like he's reawakening Hoenn Kiona. You know, because he said, I've got to do it anyway. So it's like, what the fuck? You know? So that's kind of interesting. Another thing is that they just said on screen, like, no attention given to it. It was just like signs that Daka Natsubachi's time travel thesis was just ignored. What? What? Why? You know, what was different about it in this timeline? Like, that was very, very weird. You can't just... That's not something you can just straight up say no to, because people at this point have seen Steins Gate. They know that that thesis is the reason this shit happened. So what the fuck? Why was it just ignored by the Academy? Like, what? What the fuck did that mean? I don't know. Honestly, that set raised far more questions than it answered. And I am quite curious to see what the hell's happening there. But yeah, so Okabe's obviously a lot different. Clothes are different. Looks a little different, you know, he looks good in that shit, but it's obviously not Okabe. It's not the Okabe we know. The Okabe we know is a crazy scientist that goes into a fucking, you know, a lab coat. So, and to see him in pure black, you know, is quite interesting. But yeah, I'm curious as to where the story is going to go from this point on. I'm curious to how exactly they're going to explain what the fuck Kurisu was apparently doing there. As well as just, you know, what exactly our own state, you know, not only of the world line that we're on, but the state of Okabe, the state of the future, you know, and of course Suzu's involvement in all of this. I am just very curious to see where this is going to go. So, you know, like I said, not a whole lot to speak about in that episode, but guys, that was episode 23 beta. I think it was called Divide by Zero. Or Divided by Zero, something like that. That is the breach. As next time we do Steins Gate, it's 0 time, baby. So, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. El Sai Conk.